Good morning, my fitness fraternity!
Take it easy.
Oh, yes.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it. That's the one. Nice.
What? The butter! Now Corey, if you're hungry today,
thank you, sir.
I'm hungry today. Long day of shooting.
What is it?
Workout meals. So I get these delivered to my door, and this is basically what I eat throughout the day. I'll make my own breakfast. I'll usually have eggs in the morning or protein, which is just protein powder mixed in with my oats, but I'll usually have these throughout the day. Meals like 2, 3, 4, maybe for dinner as well. They just tick all the boxes, just with a lean source of protein, source of carbohydrate, and they have a source of micronutrient dense vegetables. So just ticking all those boxes, how I would usually design my own meal anyway. Getting changed. We're gonna go pick up a costume.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go pick up a costume. I work in the fitness industry, and that's my #1 priority. Hello. I am looking something similar to that, like a state trooper from the...
Yeah, we've got the shirts.
What are those?
Oh, lovely.
That's what I wanted. I just need a badge.
His name is Ronnie Fame.
Where is he? Where's Fame?
I think he went up.
Doge. Alright.
Well, that went well. 3, 2, 1. First exercise on the agenda today is wide grip pull-ups. Now, for the next few months, I'm focusing on lat width and development. What I'm really trying to do is create that accentuated V taper. Large lats, tiny waist. One of the best exercises I've found to develop lat width, wide grip pull-ups. Key tips, I guess, keep shoulders retracted, keep your scapula retracted prior to lifting up. And then when you do lift up, pulling your chest through and driving your elbows down. The wide grip pull-up has been situated at the start of my pull day or my back day workout for the last, 6 to 9 months. And the fundamental reason for that is I was terrible at performing this exercise, and it showed in terms of my lat width. So I've made a conscious effort over the last 6 to 9 months to prioritize that by placing it at the start of my workout when I'm feeling fresh. Single arm dumbbell bent over row. You can either do it in a leant over position with your hands on a bench like so, or alternatively you can use the bench as your support, maintaining a neutral spine, chest pad, core braced, drive with the elbows, bring it back, squeezing the lats. It can be very easy to sort of pull the weight up, and from time to time I need to keep myself in check. It's finding that balance between wanting to progressively overload but also being aware that if you use excessive amounts of weight with very little mind muscle connection, you're not actually going to be able to get the lat development that you want. So there's sort of that fine balance that you're constantly wanting to improve and increase the intensity, but then you need to keep yourself in check and ensure that you're actually engaging the muscle belly when you're pulling. We're doing snatch group rack pulls. So conventional rack pull, hands would be just outside or at shoulder width apart or just outside your quads here. This would be a conventional one. Snatch grip, hands are out wider where the rings are. So it's a wider grip with the snatch grip. Just in terms of trap and upper back development, it's a great exercise. The only issue is just with these racks, they're just slightly higher than would be ideal. It's above my kneecap there. So I kind of want it just below my kneecap, just a little bit.
So why rack pulls as opposed to say like a Romanian deadlift?
I'm already doing Romanian deadlifts about twice in my program already. So this is, mind you also, Romanian deadlifts, hamstring, dominant exercise, and I'm not getting that full range with this rack pull. Trying to just focus all the emphasis on the upper back. So as I come through, it's more about the back development here. View it as sort of like the top end of a deadlift. That's the way you should view it. Same sort of cues in terms of bracing your core should remain the same. You don't want to be loose prior to lifting off. Pack the lats, squeeze, pull back, finish the lift. Doing close grip lat pull down. Same principles apply if we were to do a wide grip lat pull down. Keeping chest proud, torso remains neutral. So what you'll do is you will tilt back slightly. We don't want to have an excessive amount of lean, but once you're in that fixed position, your torso shouldn't move that much. I'll demonstrate. Retract your scapula back, squeeze down, pull that chest through. Slow, 2, 1, squeeze. Notice how I'm not swinging. Rope face pulls, trying to rectify years of spending too much time fixated on what's on the front rather than what's at the back. So my rear delts have lagged over the last couple of years, so I try to prioritize them by training them more frequently throughout the week, about 3 times per week. Rope face pulls is a great exercise to be able to do that. You don't need to go heavy with this sort of exercise. The rear delts is a relatively small muscle. Get yourself in a fixed position, grip the rope, extend out, elbows flare out. Really establish that mind muscle connection with the rear delts. This is one exercise that really requires it because you're using lighter loads, high rep schemes, and it's very easy for secondary muscle groups to take over. Like I said, this is one particular exercise, one muscle group that doesn't require excessive amounts of weight in order to stimulate growth. What would be of greater benefit is training more frequently throughout the week by increasing volume by doing additional sets at the same load or intensity. Thank you so much for that.
Your comp's coming up soon, isn't it, Rob?
It is in the not too distant future. I still have to get over the initial hump, which is Christmas and New Year. I think that's a temptation everyone is having to be confronted with, but I'm competing in April. So that's around, I think, 17 weeks out at this stage. The 7th of April, I've sort of earmarked it and started putting things in place in terms of my training and my nutrition to set myself up in the best possible position to take the stage for my pro debut. Very exciting times, but for the time being, I'm going to enjoy as much food as I possibly can, because I know that when I finally have to start really dieting down, leading into April's show, I'm going to start feeling the pinch and I probably won't be as enthusiastic as I am right now.